And we're on. Welcome to Food Talk Television. I am Daphne Broadman, Food Talk TV, at Food Talk TV, the longest running live cooking show on TikTok, in TikTok history, a short history. I'm Daphne Broadman, formerly of Food Network, now of YouTube and TikTok and all kinds of things. Anyway, today, what am I going to do? What are you going to do, Daphne? Quick dinners. Quick dinners. We're all about that feeling, as you all know. And it's a Wednesday, it's a hump day. This is when we're like, got to get through that next bit. And sometimes you don't have energy. Come off of work, you small kids, whatever it is, and you want to have some quick dinners. So you know the drill. I need you to tap the screen. Also, the rewards, they're like the little love you so much, which are like a penny. So please, please give generously to Food Talk Television so we get found and we get seen and maybe we can pay for some parsley or something like that. So let me see here because I am alone. Alexa, you suddenly got so loud. Can you just turn it down a little? I mean, I'm liking the music, but let's just be. Alexa's very difficult sometimes. Sorry if all of your Alexas just went off. Okay, here we go. Now I can see. Oh my God, my hair's a disaster. I had it up. I had it up when I was prepping. Alexa, skip. I don't like this song. Okay, now wait a minute. Let me see. Okay, I'm in my place. I'm on my mark. And then there's a delay. Oh, okay, good. It works. All right, let me see who's come in here. I got to see. Oh, Michael Perez is here. Fantastic. Katie's here. Yay. Did you miss me this morning, Katie? Oh my God, look at Katie giving me Food Talk TV, giving all these rewards. I love the You're Awesomes. I love the You're Awesomes. I just thought I needed that little pick me up. Oh my God, Katie, 50. Whoa. Okay, try to beat that, everybody. Man, because in the Poly market says nobody beats Katie. I'm betting on that one. All right. What do we got here? Why won't it move up? Monty Mary's here. Yay. All our regulars coming in. Fantastic. Oh my God. Okay. Do you ever do this? People who are over 50 like me, you like rehearse in front of the mirror and you're like, yeah, I should get a neck lift. Because look, if I just pulled my neck back, I'm 10 years younger. Please follow and share the live. You're so sweet. Northeast Texas horse rancher here with an 8-year-old son, putting good work and enjoying our shenanigan videos. Oh, that sounds fun. Shenanigan videos. Welcome in. And Jeanette, welcome in. Okay, so you are beautiful. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Katie. Well, I think I've done a little Botox. I don't think I'll mostly go gently into the night, but little tweaks here and there. I wasn't worried about pain, costs, and complications. I might do it. Anyway, so my inspiration for the quick dinners is that my friend Carlene, I'm hoping finds her way here. I used to always call her because she lives a few blocks away, good family friend, because I would make dinner and invariably I'd be like, there's some leftover steak or there's still some chicken. You want to come over? Because she lives by herself. And then, but now with Rex, with my son being a vigorous teenage boy, plus sometimes some of his friends are over, there's never any leftovers. So the other night I was like, oh, I made these great meatballs. You got to come over. She came over. And of course there was only like 3 because Rex had like 3 helpings. And she was telling me how she's ordering food all the time from the services. And you know me, I'm always, don't be afraid to cook. Don't order too much. You're going to get extra calories. You're going to spend too much. It's not even as good as the stuff you can do. And she's like, I just don't know what to make sometimes. So I'm like, this is, Carlene's in my head for this. I want to have, cat dog's here. Just had my lips done. Seriously, Jeanette? Do you have the Mar-a-Lago face? See, lips I wouldn't touch. I'll tell you a story. I think I've told you this maybe before. I got some injections here once, some filler, because I didn't like these lines. And I had this kind of look, and then my smile was off for like 6 months. But, you do you. Have fun. But I didn't. Maybe you're joking. I think you're joking. Okay. But I didn't like the lips. I can see doing stuff around the eyes, the neck. I don't do the lips. Anyway, let's get back to quick dinners. So we're going to have 2, because they're so quick and I got to fill an hour. We're going to do 2 entrees and 1 side dish. Okay. So let's start with the side dish. So I know that you regulars are very good cooks and very seasoned, but indulge me. Pretend I'm talking to people who struggle with planning and cooking. Kind of like I struggle with knowing where my knives are. Right here. Here we go. What did we just say? Mine look normal. Good for you. Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay, so we're gonna. Alexa's playing weird music. We're gonna start with something that in our home is just a crashing. That's not right. A big crowd pleaser, which is oily fried potatoes. Can't go wrong with oily fried potatoes. So I'm starting off with these white potatoes. Oosh, I know what I need. This is what I need. Alexa, please go to Yacht Rock. Something calm. Okay, so white potatoes. Why am I using white potatoes instead of russets? I'm so glad you asked. They're going to cook quicker and they're softer, and they're just going to be better for this. So as I'm chopping them up, kind of in the small, and the reason I'm purposely making them kind of small is because I want to have as much of that little crispy surface as I can, because I know that's what my kids, children, plural, who are all leaving their own lives today. So I'm on my own, but that's okay. If I missed anything, there we go. So I'm just going to chop these up. We're going to get these going. So you newbie chefs, if you're a newbie chef, just remember the first thing you do is what's going to take the longest. So we start with what's going to take the longest, which would be the potatoes. The entrees are going to be much, much quicker. So what entrees are you going to make, Daphne? Oh my God, I'm so glad you asked. I'm going to make an Asian-inspired meatballs, which I made the other night and was hugely popular. And then I'm going to make a very quick one, which is a orange ginger miso salmon. You're welcome. I haven't made salmon in a long time, and I wonder if you guys are like me. I just got tired of salmon. It just was too much, and then I'm trying not to eat the farm salmon, which is nearly impossible. Or if you do, there's like different kind of salmon that are less sort of horrible for the environment and full of toxins or whatever. But then those always cost more. Anyway, so I just didn't make salmon for a while. And I don't make a lot of fish at home because I hate the way it usually makes my house smell. But I really had a bee in my bonnet. I was thinking, miso crusted salmon, and I kind of went from there. So there you go. That's what I'm thinking. Bringing my laundry down. I'll be delayed in responding. Oh, you're so sweet. Well, whatever you can jump in. Great. Oh, dinner with the Merds. Hey, so cute. Oh my God, Melissa, I saw just a second of you guys trying out a mukbang. How did that go? I was so curious about how it went. Are you making that salmon now? I will today, but I'm starting off with because salmon's going to be very fast. So I'm starting off with the potatoes. So we're doing 2 entrees and a side dish. So the easiest way to make a really yummy, oily little fried potatoes is to start by parboiling them. So that's what we're doing. So I'm chopping them up, and I'm chopping them up so they go faster. And also because ultimately I want them to be small, and I hate cutting hot potatoes. That is not a fun task. So we're going to get through that. And as you come in, be sure to tap the screen. Be sure to remember the rewards. And if you have any cooking questions, do ask. Now, I know a lot of them, like I said, I know our Food Talk regulars who are our bread and butter and the backbone of this place. You guys are all very accomplished chefs. But don't be shy if you're just kind of stopping in and maybe you're like, I'm not a good cook and I never know what to cook. And blah, blah. Please ask me questions. I'm happy to answer. Happy to answer anything. Trini's in the house too. Okay, what did I miss? Anything? I think I'm good. Don't know what that means. So you guys, I was a little worried about getting here in time. I made it okay, but it's because I was out. Well, no, I was about to go out. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, the whole logistics of it. There was banking fraud. There was almost banking fraud. I was flipping out. I was having such a good morning. And then I got this text like, did you spend $2,300 on some sport betting site? No. So of course and it looked like it had legitimately come from my bank. And then I get a call. And of course, it's like some guy in like India and he can barely understand. I'm like, what? Huh? What? You know, like one of those customer service type things. So he's like, oh, well, yeah, we're seeing some transactions. Did you make this? No, I didn't make that transaction. No. Okay. And, you know, I'm a little alarmed. And, no, I think we've secured it. It's okay. You probably should change your password. And I'm like, okay. And then this is what freaked me out. And I go, wait a minute. Are you changing my password? And he's like, yeah, we'll change your password. I'm like, no, you won't change my password. And then I go, I wasn't fully like, this is wrong, but I was like starting to go, huh? And then he's like, oh, you need to talk to the supervisor, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I get another call. Supposedly, it's from an 808 area code. Okay, that's Hawaii. I'm like, why would my bank be calling me from Hawaii? That's weird. And now it's like a totally like good connection, native speaker, blah, blah, blah. And we're going to, and this is what was so weird. Oh, is there and gives my daughter's full name, middle name, everything, is on this account. I go, yeah, she's got her own account. Like, it's a joint account. Okay. And Mark Peel, I'm like, well, yeah, it's my husband. He's on the account, but, you know, he's deceased. Okay. And I'm like, and finally I go, you know what? Can you give me your number? I need to call you right back. So, of course, I didn't call him right back. I called my bank and got through. And they're like, no. We never reached out to you. Hey, Rex. Hi. They can actually call you from your bank's number. Yes. So never trust them just from a caller ID. Yeah. They love to fish for identity theft. Yeah. I'm excited to see this salmon recipe. Okay, good. So we're getting... What are you making today, Mom? Oh, so glad you asked, Rex. I'm making quick dinners. I'm going to make the meatballs again that you loved so much the other night. Nice. And I'm going to make, and you brace yourself, you're going to love it, a miso orange ginger crusted salmon. Delicious. I knew it. I knew he loves that. Vivian doesn't love salmon, but Rex loves salmon. And I'm doing the potatoes again that you love so much. And now I'm telling a story about how I almost had bank fraud this morning, which completely agitated me and threw me off of my day. I'm driving by. Listen, bless you, Fran. Fran, has it gotten a little overcast where you are? It's a little cooler now than it had been. Good evening. Come on in, Food Talk TV. I'm making quick dinners. We're starting off with the side dish, which is some fried potatoes. And then we're going to go to some Asian-inspired meatballs, which are real crowd pleasers in this house. And then we're going to do an orange ginger crusted salmon. Okay, so the potatoes are in. Not a lot of incredible visual here. Yes, girl, I'm in my Uggs and hoodie finally. Dude, as you know, like I'm pretty into my Uggs, but I actually was trying to work out, so I got my sneaks on today. But it's such Ugg weather, right? I mean, it's like going to be like 3 months of Ugg weather. So we're going to leave that. And then we're going to move on to our meatballs, which is super easy. And they're kind of a lot of pantry basics. And I'll get back to our cold weather is coming this weekend. Oh yeah, well you get real weather in Texas. Yes, and check out the recipes. You guys are the best. You guys are like all my virtual co-hosts here. So anyway, so I was talking, and what was so funny is that then when I called my bank, of course, it's like an Indian guy and a not great connection. You know, it's like, so it kind of was like, oh, this is so weird. He kind of sounds like, I mean, he was legit, but it kind of sounds like the guy who wasn't legit, and it's really hard to tell. So he says, no, we can see that nobody has, and I'm like, how is my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? And he's like, no, your money's there. Your money's there. It's fine. And I'm like, yeah, but dude, how did they know about all these names? They even knew who I had put as the benefactor in case in my account. I'm like, that's not normal. So it's very, and oh yeah, he seemed a little nonplussed. I was a little irked. Anyway, he's like, well, we could do this. We could do that. I go, shut it down. Close all the accounts. Just close them down. So I'm like, close them out. Close them out. We gotta start from scratch now. So that's where I'm at. Anyway, I was rattled, to say the least. Okay. Getting ahead of myself. So we're gonna do meat. So with meat, I'm gonna do 2 pounds because this is so popular. I did 1 pound, and like I said, it went fast. And I think this is also something that you can reheat. Okay, what is this? Google your name and family name. It's all out there, public info. You know, you're so right. I actually did one of those, I think it was called Delete Me or something, where I paid to get a lot of stuff taken down, but I'm sure that there is still stuff. Social media is also another reason of how your data is out there. Ooh, wait. Yikes. I mean, I get it. This is what was weird. My husband was well known, so he, you know, you could easily find him or even me and my kids in the paper. You know, we did red carpet and articles were written about us at different times. Blah 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 blah. But there was a family member they mentioned who you'd only know if you knew, like, if I die kind of directions. So that's pretty weird. That would not be Googleable. Anyway, so beware, beware. I give my students an assignment to do these things. Oh, that's interesting. That's great that you're teaching them some life skills, because I think that's not taught enough. My son had a teacher who in junior high who taught a life skills class, which was great. No. Mm-mm. Nope. Sorry. That's not good. That went south. You know, when you open up beef, and sometimes when it first hits air, it's not quite right, and you got to give it a second, and then it can be okay. No, that had gone south. We're not cooking with that. Okay. Hi, Megan. Thank you for being here. Ask me any questions. If you have any questions, there are Facebook questions that people respond to over the years that fishes for info. I really hate to go on Facebook. It's a problem because Food Talk TV, we talk on Facebook sometimes, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I get drawn into stuff, and I just don't want to. Okay, that's all right. Now I'm paranoid. But it's all right. All right. So we've got a couple kinds of meat here. This one seems like over ground. Anytime I'm working with raw meat, I really prefer to use gloves. Making sure my potatoes. So we're doing quick dinners for those that have just come in. We're going to be doing an Asian-inspired meatball. We're doing crispy potatoes, and we're going to do a miso ginger orange crusted salmon. All right. Okay, wait. And I got a new box of gloves. And I like latex gloves. I hate when they're vinyl. They don't hang on enough. Da-da-dee-da-da-da. So normally I do morning on my channel, Daphne Brogden. I do my current events lives. I'm not doing it. I decided this week I'm not doing them on Wednesday mornings anymore. It's too exhausting. It's exhausting doing 2 lives in a day. Can't do it. All right, let's see. I can kind of push these, see if how they're doing. No, they don't need to be cooked through, but I definitely want them softer. I want them softer. Okay, so Daphne, what is going to go into your Asian-inspired meatballs? Good question. Here's the secret, real big secret ingredient here. It's a sweet soy sauce. But what if I don't have a sweet soy sauce, Daphne? So glad you asked. Then that's easy. Get your soy sauce, which you should have because that's a pantry basic. Get a little brown sugar, a little bit of hot water, dissolve it, and then just mix in the soy sauce. And that's basically it. It's actually probably better because I don't even usually buy these kind of things. But again, I'm trying to think of the person who's come home at the end of the day and they're exhausted and they don't know what to eat. Because these kind of things where they're like, actually, there's nothing too bad in here. Soy sauce, salted sake, rice syrup, sugar. Yeah, sometimes, when they have ingredients, you're like, I don't even know what that is. That's not so good. All right, so I think about 1/4 of a cup of this. Can't really taste it when it's raw. Can't really figure that out. But we're just gonna eyeball it. 1/4 of a cup. And then here's my silly for the day. I would then add probably about 3 or 4 tablespoons of ketchup. And I don't know why it's popular, maybe because it's a popular item in this house. I can't find my ketchup bottle. But fortunately, I always in my junk drawer have some of these. So we're going to be using the little paquettes. Because there's some people in this house, definitely not me, who occasionally do late night runs to McD's. So, but you know what? Waste not, want not, because I would probably just end up throwing these out. So at least I'm using them. I think that would be a fun challenge. Meals with takeout condiments. I think I tried that once. I think I did that once. Okay. Keep tapping the screen. Do remember the rewards. You are watching Food Talk TV. We are the longest running live cooking show. Every day you will see a different live food creator here. I'm here every Wednesday at 4 o'clock Central. What are we up to? Oh, great. Over 14. Great. How many people are in the room? 165. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Do ask any questions. I save all of my takeout condiments. What do you do with them, cat dog? Because sometimes I save them and I stopped saving them because they were just filling up my junk drawer, you know? And then I'm like, but I'd love to get some inspiration. Okay, so we've got the sweet soy sauce. We've got the ketchup. I think garlic. Let's do garlic. So there's always been a big controversy here in Food Talk TV land between garlic and jarlic. But I think that the happy compromise between taste and convenience is the pre-peeled garlic. The only thing is they give you so many in the bag, it's hard to get through all of them. And then invariably there is some like old moldy garlic after a few weeks. Asian-inspired meatball, crispy potato. Oh, great, you're putting it up. Oh, Marie, you guys are so good. So helpful. I was just seeing something. What was it? I can't remember where, but it was one of those things that was like, I don't know, trends for social media, blah, 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 whatever. And they're like, oh, going forward, it's not about having the most people, it's the community you build. And I'm like, well, that sounds like Food Talk TV, because Food Talk TV is really good at community. And there is something to that. And that's also what I found in my own lives. And it's funny because obviously it would be best if we were all hanging out in real life. But kind of the next best thing is there are some nice people that you meet on TikTok. I actually have a friend from when I was a mom blogger. There's a gal I ended up becoming friends with. She lives in Austria, and we're like buds. And a couple times we were in London at the same time. We hung out. It was fun. Okay, so I'm putting some fresh garlic in here, and I'm just going to do a tiny bit of salt. Not too much, just because of the soy sauce. And now we're gonna. And if you just saw on my channel, I just posted a video from last year of when Meme, who's a very good chef and a friend of ours, he lives in Torino, Italy, northern Italy, and he came to visit, and so I had him on. I did some food videos with him. Yes, I love the community I've built on my page. Oh yeah, oh Trini, yeah, for sure. Well, they're like we need a name for the Trini fans. They're like Trini heads, right? If my pre-peeled garlic starts to go bad, I freeze it before and save it for stock. Cat dog, you're so smart. That's 10-second cooking school. That's good advice. I picked some garlic today. What? Oh, no, you pickled garlic today. Oh, fun. Oh, that sounds great. You're welcome. We try absolutely moldy garlic. Yeah, totally. Okay, anyway, so this is one of the things Chef May was like talking about how to. This is how he showed to cook with the meatballs. And, you know, Italians, they know about meatballs. Although my fiance, who's Italian, is always like, ugh, meatballs. Like to him, that's American Italian. It's not Italian. What do you know? Kind of wanted to be further along with the potatoes at this point. Let's see where we're at. Ah, perfect. Knife goes through. Knife goes through the potatoes, everybody. Okay, so we'll. Look how they still look crazy here. So, another good trick for cooking potatoes is you fill the pan with oil, get it really hot, and then put the potatoes in. But I didn't do that today. So then you can be sure to get the crispy on all sides. All right, so now all the potatoes are here. Da-da-dee, da-da-da. Wednesday, hump day cooking. We're cooking on the hump day. So last night, I had a wild night of studying AP history. Help Rex with his, I was maybe going to see this friend of mine who was in from out of town. And so he was like, hey, how's it going? I was like, dude, I'm deep into the Gilded Age. I can't go anywhere. I woke up being like, you know, what's the, now I got to remember it. If anybody remembers their 11th grade history, it was like the ICC, the interstate, something, I don't know. Railroads had, they got the same width so they could carry the real, I don't know. It's like it's all gone. Robber barons, the whole thing. All right, almost done here. So we kind of go through periods with starches, like, we're cooking rice a lot. And then my kids are like, we're sick of rice. Okay, let's go back to potatoes. So I was doing mashed potatoes. I couldn't pay them to eat mashed potatoes now. Absolutely, yeah. So right now, what's selling in this house is the crispy, oily potatoes. The pearl couscous periodically. That's usually a crowd pleaser. I've made that on here a few times. Oh, that's done. Okay. So now we're gonna oily, 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 oily. Let's get the gloves on. Try to get that oil around. I did 2 oils. God, I'm so daring. Okay. A little salt, because we got another feature of these potatoes coming, which is good old Bay, Maryland favorite, Old Bay seasoning. I absolutely love the texture of pearl couscous. Me too. Reminds me of tapioca pudding, but savory. Oh, that's a good way to put it. Mashed potatoes are the best. You know what? They've really turned on them. I think I just maybe have made them too much. They're like, mashed potatoes. Anyways, we're gonna put some Old Bay on here. Ideally, they're not too crowded. This is probably a little more than is ideal for this pan, but I purposely put on my smaller oven because it goes faster. So let's see what it looks like before. Here's the before. Now we'll go for the after. I don't know about you, but sometimes my relaxing come down is any kind of like a home remodel or something like that. Like my daughter loves on YouTube, there's some Welsh couple that's redoing a house in Wales. She was sick the other week, and I was checking in on her, visiting her in her room. She's like, Mom, do you want to watch my Welsh couple remodel a house? And I'm like, do I? I said, she goes, Mom, there's before and afters. Do I? And last night, I think I fell asleep watching some lady redo a desk. I was just like, what a nice sander. All right. Great. Oh, no, it's not slimy at all. I love your blue cabinets. Oh, thank you, Megan. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I got this blind to kind of match. I would like it again if we're playing dream home remodel. If we're doing this subway tile was here when I bought the house. I find it incredibly boring. I would love it if I had some like pretty stonework and even going up here, but I think it would cost like thousands, so I haven't done it. But I don't know. Maybe I'll figure something out, or if I find some interesting tile. It's the labor that costs the most, more than the tile. Okay, meatball forming time. How are we doing? Oh, we're good. Okay. So now But I like to make them on the smallish side. Just fit right there in the palm of your hand. Ooh, you know what? This is my newer pan. Maybe I should do parchment or foil because it's going to get trashed. God, I had to kind of wrestle that foil. If you're just joining, I'm Daphne Brogdon, formerly of Food Network. I have Daphne Dishes again on YouTube. I'm on Daphne Brogdon on TikTok, and I'm here every Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Do you hear that sound? It sounds like a sound that only dogs can hear, but I can hear it. It's my dryer. I'm here every Wednesday, 4. I think your kitchen's really fun too. Oh, thank you. Wait. Sometimes, depending upon the background, I can't. I should just leave these on my head. I should just have them been planted. Who said that? Pothead Potato. Oh, you're so cute. Well, Pothead Potato. I was just Pothead Potato. Are you a Grateful Dead fan? I just did a video, some videos about Bob Weir's passing. I was a bit of a deadhead. I went to 10 shows, and I got to meet Bob Weir. It was one of my first big producing jobs. It was in the early 90s, and I was guest producing one of the big morning shows. The regular host was gone, and there was going to be different rotating celebrities, local celebrities. Anyway, the biggest celebrity was Grace Slick, lead singer of Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship. She was a little difficult, but anyway, it was very exciting. And she calls me at home. She's like, I got Bob Weir. Bobby says he'll do the show. And I'm like, Bobby? Yeah, Bob Weir. I was like, oh my God. So that was exciting. So I got to meet Bob Weir. And so since he just passed, I did a little video about it. I often joke I want to have a pod because I hosted so many shows and met so many people, but I don't have a great memory. So I want to do a podcast where I invite on famous people who I've met in the past, and I'll call it Remind Me of My Life. Hope maybe they remember. Do you remember that segment we did? Because I don't. It would be great. What a cool opportunity. Yeah, it was great. I loved it. That was really fun. It was the biggest radio station, one of the biggest radio stations. Well, of course, biggest radio station in San Francisco, but it was probably like top 10 in the country. And of course, this is before the age of Zoom and all that. So if you were famous and you were promoting a book or anything or politics, you came through our station. So I met in the night. I met everybody. I met Jimmy Carter. I met Hillary Clinton. I met I don't know, Steve Martin, Charles Grodin. You pretty much name anybody prominent. I met him. So that was exciting. Hey now, Jessica Baker. How are you? I'm just intuiting that these don't have the same amount of seasoning as I had before. I'm going to put more in. This is a sweet soy sauce. And again, if you have soy sauce and need a little brown sugar and hot water, you can make it yourself. I'm going to have to do 2 pans. Well, you know what? I'll refrigerate. I'll make some now. Good evening. It's so funny. I'm in California, so I'm like, good evening. It's, what is it? 2:35 here. 2:35 here. So, but you East Coast people, you really are making dinner. I'm ostensibly making my dinner. No, I mean, we will eat this, but there'll be a gap of hours between when I make and when we really sit down. Okay, this is how I can kind of tell. I don't know if you can see this. This has the right amount of the saucy sauce. This doesn't. I can kind of just tell by the look. I don't think that'll probably come through on the camera though. I'm sorry I can't stay. Nurse just came in from meds, etc. Have a great evening all. Oh, okay. Well, Megan, take care. And so glad you came over. Thanks for stopping by, sweetie. And good night. From the kitchen to your screen. Daphne Dishes again on Food Talk TV. Welcome. Oh, Monty Bear, what a cute thing to say. Yeah, I can't tell. Well, It just should have like a little more of a brown sheen. Oh my God. You know what? I totally messed these up. I was wondering why they didn't look right. Never mind. Back up. Back up. Edit. We're going to edit. We're going to have to edit this. I forgot the panko. I got so excited telling you all my old radio stories that I forgot like a main ingredient. Forget it. That was terrible. Okay, let's do this again. Here, you guys, let me tell you what goes into the meatballs. I always forget an ingredient. Always, always, always. Here's what goes into these balls. You've got to put panko. It's a key ingredient. Dur. That was the other stressor. I had to go to this market after I had my near bank fraud, and it wasn't my regular market. And you know, like, you just don't know stuff as well. Okay, are you seeing this? Yeah, you're seeing it. So I'm in produce, and I want to get the ginger, and that's when I realized how much the whole would-be bank fraud had upset me, because I'm kind of looking around, and I was this close to becoming crazy lady. Like, I was this close to screaming, "Why the hell's the ginger?" Like Shirley MacLaine in terms of endearment, like, "Give my daughter her meds, give my daughter her meds," you know. So, oh, strap sliding. And I had to kind of stop and go, "Oh, it's nobody's fault that you can't find the ginger, Daphne. Let's look for a professional and calmly ask them." So excuse me, do you know what the ginger? Oh, of course, Brenda. Thank you so much. I was like, I stopped a moment of crazy. Do you ever know that when you're like, I could go crazy this fast? Okay. Cat dog. I use torn pieces of bread soaked in milk because I've never had breadcrumbs felt. When I was running around the aisles, I was thinking I could use torn bread, but I didn't think I'd have the time. Trini, you are so real and relatable. Oh, thank you. Well, that's something coming from you. Talk about the kettle calling the, you know what, black. Oh, darn it. I took my, gotta use new gloves. Gotta use new gloves because I don't like to touch the greasy. That's my thing. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I feel bad for, oh my God. I look back on 20-something Daphne. Oh, 20-something Daphne. Maybe you shouldn't have written that letter to that boy you used to go out with. You know, maybe that should have just left that alone. Maybe it wasn't necessary. You know, middle-aged Daphne would be like, "Yeah, whatever. Things happen." Okay. Now we got the panko. And the problem is I don't want to over massage it. You don't want to over massage meat and then it gets all slimy. There we go. But you can see if somebody was like a little mentally ill, like why they are when someone starts screaming. Or the other thing I always relate to is, when you see a tiny child who in somewhere like a grocery store, and they're throwing their body down on the ground and just having a total tantrum. I'm always like, "Sweetie, I'd like to be right down there with you." I mean, wouldn't we all at some point? You're just like, so. And then like my mom, their mom, whatever. Because when I was little, my mom used to say, "You're tired." And of course, I'd be like that. Not tired. You just haven't learned how to regulate. That's probably one of the best things about getting older. You learn how to regulate yourself. I think so. Hopefully. So when someone's a wackadoodle and they're older, like, you should have learned about that. Yeah, soaking bread in milk is called a panade. I didn't know that. Trini. Thank you for teaching me that. 10-second cooking school. You could have like a game show, a buzzer in. What is a da-da-da? It's bread soaked in milk. No, I can feel that's a little big. Just the palm. Okay, I gotta get rolling here. No. Rolling. Keep the doggies rolling. Rawhide. Speaking of Westerns, I was just telling my daughter how much I love True Grit. I like both True Grits. Have you ever seen it? The original with John Wayne, Kim Darby, Glenn Campbell. Perfect film. But I also really like the remake with Jeff Bridges and Haley, what's her name? And Matt Damon. I think they were both, it's rare that the remake holds up, but it really did. I only know because I use that method in my meatballs as well. Oh, very good. So yeah, I mean, meatballs are meatballs. Meatballs are meatballs. My kids are tired of Italian food, which is a little hard because Gio will be like, I brought home blah, 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 some fabulous Italian dish. And they're like, ah, again? Yeah. So that's why I'm doing the Asian inspired meatballs here. But the whole idea is that this is quick, simple dinners. So you're exhausted, you've come home from work, or you've been with your crying kids who've thrown their bodies down on the ground, or somebody's thrown their body down on the ground. And this is so simple because it's just soy sauce, sweetened soy sauce, panko, chopped garlic, ketchup. That's it. Simple, simple, simple. And you roll them up, and you're going to throw them in the oven, and you could start making your nightly cocktail or whatever. I have not been drinking because I'm on my losing weight kick, which is working. You're welcome. Thank you. But normally, Daphne's not who is not worried about fitting into her closet. Ooh, nice little cocktail. Ooh, a cold glass of wine. Yep, yep, yep. That's a nice time. And they say people are drinking less. I don't know why. Times are tense. Great. Okay. Almost there. Almost got the full pan. Oh, you know why I bet some people are cooking is because of the GLPs. I bet that is why people drink less. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's do the before. Before, let's put them in. And we can check on our potatoes. Okay, potatoes need a little. Oh my God. Look at my rotten beef that's by the sink there. I'm like, is the beef still there? Is it still behind me? Is the beef staring at me? These are not cooking as fast as I want, probably because I didn't drain them enough. These are going to take forever to cook. I'm going to tell you that right now. These aren't going to be done in time. They're going to take too long. Should have drained them. Okay. I'm turning up my oven. So we're going to put the meatballs in the fridge here, the rest of the meat. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the salmon. Let's do it. So I've got a couple oranges that are kind of about to go south, so these will be perfect. And speaking of pantry hacks, now I know you seasoned cooks probably, like I want a haircut. Seasoned cooks know all about this, but for any newbies, people who don't cook that much, get some miso. Miso. It adds so much flavor, so much umami flavor. You can throw it in everything. So this is a good thing to have on hand. Yeah, increase the oven temp. You got it. Okay. Oh, what's subjective? Where's miso in the grocery store? Oh, cat dog. You asked the $64,000 question. I almost went Shirley MacLaine trying to find the miso because, again, it wasn't in my normal, and it's also in a different container than the one I usually use. You know the part where it's like international food? They'll say international foods or Asian food, so it's like where the kikkoman and all that other stuff is. But clearly they haven't paid, because they pay to get more up to the eye level. Whoever's selling the miso hasn't paid for it. So it's like, it's kind of down below, but that's where you're going to find it, in the pantry. So it doesn't need to be refrigerated before it's open. I always refrigerate it after it's open, but maybe I don't need to. What do you think? I don't know. Can somebody Google that? I have no idea. So we're going to get our ginger, which I didn't go crazy lady on that poor man. And we're going to cut these oranges. We're just going to make like quick little glaze. All right, let's get the pan hot. We'll start now. If you have orange juice, that's great. Do it. I don't have orange juice, but I have these oranges that are going to go south, so I'm going to use that. We want to put the orange, and we're going to end up cooking it at a high heat to kind of, get a little thick, Oh wait. Oh, what do you use it for? Oh my God, you use it for everything. I'll tell you in a second. I missed it. Is it cold? No, it's not. It's pantry stable, whatever you call it. Stable, chef stable, shelf stable, shelf stable. So let me tell you what you do with miso. You know about sweet, salty, spicy in terms of flavor, but there's another flavor which is called umami flavor. You can get umami flavor from mushrooms. You can get umami flavor from miso. I'm sure there's some other things, but these are primarily where I get it from. And it's soybeans, and it adds a texture. It adds this umami to it. So if you're making a soup, throw a little miso in. You're making a sauce, throw a little miso in. I'm a queen of the leftovers. Let's say you've got some leftover, whatever it is, but you're like, oh, I don't want it to taste exactly how it tasted last night. Maybe do a little miso. Here I'm going to help. It's going to become a crust for my salmon. So, but good question. Good question. Yeah. Yeah, I love miso soup. That's where the miso is really number one. But I think that miso, anchovies, that's another one that where you can get umami flavor, but sometimes people don't want that fishy taste. This is a way to get the umami without the fishy taste. And you'll put it in your fridge, it'll last for long months. Months will last. I know I should take those out and put them out in the green bin. Do you guys have that? We have that now in Los Angeles where they're like, oh, we want to have your put all your food produce in the green bin. It's a pain. All right, let's change things up here. Come with me. Let's go look. Okay, let's get a different angle here. This was the miso. Yum. Okay, so now we've got the orange. Just some orange, and we're gonna check on meatballs. And here's the potatoes that I should have drained more because they're not going to get crispy in time before this broadcast is over. I still call it a broadcast because I'm old school. So, and this is what I see. Oh my God, this is so meta. It's me watching you, watching me. Wait a minute. Does that work? Yeah. Okay. Oh, a coffee cup. I don't think I drink enough water. Do you ever do that? You're like, I don't think I drink. You go to bed, you're like, I don't want to drink enough water. And of course, now, speaking of being over 50, I pee 15 times a night. So it's like, okay, I can't drink anymore. Even if I'm thirsty, I can't drink anymore because I don't want to get up that much. All right. What about capers? Yeah, I think that's a really strong flavor, though. I don't think it would work. I don't think it would work as well. Oh, Forged is here. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Did you guys send in the heart me's? Maybe you did and I didn't see it, and I apologize if I didn't see it. Where will the salmon recipe be posted? Oh, yeah, I haven't posted that. I posted the meatball one, but not that one yet. Food Talk TV, yeah, it will. I'll do it right after this because I'm kind of making it up as I go along, so I got to write it out. But great, thank you so much, so much. Okay, where's my ginger? All right, I'm gonna grate some ginger. And I've managed to actually get some decent salmon. Sometimes this market does all of the salmon. I said, is it all farmed? It's all farmed, right? Because I listen, let me tell you something. You go to a restaurant, you ask the waiter, is it farmed salmon? Is it wild? They're going to go, yeah, it's wild. They'll be like, listen, lady, it's $20. Do you really think you're going to get wild? So it's usually farm. It kind of depends the method. Like the Scottish farm is a little less, a little cleaner. This guy said it was wild caught. Maybe. Who knows? Let me look at the price. I'll tell you if it's true or not. Nah, it couldn't have been. Not for that price. For $14.99 a pound, what do we think? I don't think so. It has to be farm. But we're going to go for it anyway. Man, I was afraid I was going to fill an hour. Look at me. Right, quick meals, quick dinners. Okay, so we got 2 nice pieces of salmon. We're going to cook it. We're going to cook these. Of course, they're going to cook very fast. This is reducing. This is reducing. So we're doing ginger, orange, miso. Very good. So I need one more pan. Meatballs done it? You know, those meatballs, they're going to be done fast. That is a good quick dinner. I say another minute, they're done. Okay. Now let's get some. Generous spoonful of miso. What does it taste like, Dad? I know it's interesting. It's like, you know, it's fermented soybeans. They're pure. They're salty, kind of salty adjacent, but it really helps a lot. Would ground ginger work also? Oh, sure. You know, do what's on hand. Do what's on hand. But, you know, I figured, yes, absolutely. Use ground ginger. Use what you have. Don't not cook because you don't have the perfect ingredients. You just sub it out. Now I hope you can kind of see how this is. Oh my gosh, Fran Diego. Somebody's not driving anymore. You're so awesome. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you're so generous. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that at Food Talk TV. Okay, see how nice this is? Look at that. That's really exactly how I want it to look. Yum, yum, and yum. Okay, now I'm going to evict the meatballs. Okay, let's do the after. All right, perfect. Absolutely perfect. The potatoes, I'm moving down. They're getting demoted. And then gee, I thought we'd clean that pan. I don't know. Yeah, it was a different time when I did my Food Network show. And there's like 3 food producers, everything ready. I would just come in like a surgeon, like everything was all set up, was ready to go. Okay, so we're gonna do skin side down. What did I do with my spoon? Here. Okay. And then we're going to, you can see it. Spoon this on. Oh, man. Maybe I made enough. Especially on the thicker part. This is what happens when I'm just sort of freestyling. Figured out all the measurements. Thank you, Forged. How sweet of you. Thank you. A little less on the thinner part. and the oven's very hot, and I'm going to put it in the at the top of the oven. By the way, what refrigerators do people have with a water dispenser that they like? Because mine's kind of breaking. I got to get a new one, I think. Anyway, look. That's the before. Phew! Oh my God, I made it. All right. That should just take a few minutes. I do often say, but okay, you guys are all talking together. Okay, well, let's review where we are, kids. So we've got the potatoes, which are going to be great, but you're not going to see them at the end because I should have drained out the water more. They slowed my roll down a little bit. The meatballs are great, and let me show you how. I can't really show you how I would serve them because, well, this is what I do. I put some of the fried potatoes here, and then I do the meatballs, and then I take sour cream and sriracha, do a quick little sour cream sriracha, and kind of just drizzle that over. And then I like to take a little bit of cilantro. Oh, maybe I can fake it. Let's see, what time is it? I don't think I'll have enough time. Well, let's do it. We'll go a few minutes over. I don't care. Just so you can see the plating. See it all put together. Oh my God, I do that all the time. Do you ever do that? Like you forget to turn the burner off? Because I'm always thinking of the layers of flavor. Layers of flavor. All right. So just pretend that these potatoes are crispier. They will be. By golly. Okay. Do the meatballs. We do our little sriracha sour cream. Looked better last night. Anyway. Then cilantro, and then voila, quick dinner number one. Quick dinner number one. Asian spiral meatballs. Wait a minute, let me take a picture. If I can. Picture. Because I always forget to take the picture. You either can take food or you can take humans, but both together, I don't know if that works out so well. No, that looks terrible. That's not going to work at all. Let's try it. Salmon's coming out in just a minute, guys. Here we go. Try this again. Oh, it kind of moved. Oh. Well, it doesn't look as good as I want. It's going to be super tasty, but I kind of moved it around. Food photography, that's all. That's a whole other thing, isn't it? All right. Where are we at? What did I miss? What did I miss, gang? I need a few meatballs. Oh, I wish I could hand them over to you. I wish. Oh my God, the neck. Finish it right. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I will do something one day. Okay. Let me see how the salmon's going. It looks pretty good. I'd give it 25 more seconds. I'm going to ask you let's do one food trivia while we wait, because it's almost done. Get ready. What food historian? No, that's not right. What dish, often served at high tea, is the English version of the American grilled cheese sandwich. I know what they're going for. I don't think this is correct, though. I wouldn't put it. I don't think. I think that's apples and oranges. They're talking about Welsh rarebit, but which is like the cheese sauce over top. I don't think. I disagree with that question. Okay. Hmm. Oh, this is a fun one. What is catching up to tobacco as a leading cause of preventable deaths in the United States, according to the CDC in 2004? Oh, maybe it's already caught up. Okay. Any ideas? Cucumber sandwich, shrimp toast. Oh, I love it. You guys were thinking. No, it was Welsh rarebit. It was the cheese sauce. I have learned that as delicious as some dishes are, some things do not photograph well. You are so right about that. I could be there in 2 hours. Oh my God, I wish. Shoot, sitting. Oh, you know what? I bet if they did it now, Kaz, it would be sitting because they say sitting is the new smoking. Um, obesity. Obesity. Yeah, which makes sense. Vaping. Ah, good guesses. You guys are thinking about public health. I like it. Thinking about public health. Okay, here we go. It's time for the final quick dinner of today. Hey, you guys. Is that raw meat still behind me? Oh, and the potatoes are coming along now. Oh, gosh, bless you. Hey, from the Bahamas. Hey, Shorty McKay. What a great name. Are you solving mysteries down there with a name like Shorty McKay? Yum, I can't wait to make this. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you for your support. So let's just do a quick review here. We did the Asian-inspired meatballs, which was sweet soy sauce, panko, don't forget the panko, ketchup, fried potatoes with Old Bay, drizzled with a sriracha sour cream and some parsley. And then we have the orange ginger miso crusted salmon. So thank you guys for joining me. Sorry we had that little snafu there at the end. And I will be here next Wednesday, 4 o'clock Central, here on Food Talk TV, the longest running live cooking show. And as always, I really welcome and thank you for joining me for this time, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Happy hump day. Now I'll really end. Oh, good deal. Okay. That blue is awesome. I want to make it this weekend. Yay, it looks yummy. Just booked my ticket to come for my plate. You're so cute. Great. What nice people. Oh, Trini, thank you. You're so kind to hang out with me, Trini, because I know you have your choices of lives. The glasses are so dirty, I can barely see through them. All right, you guys. Love, love, love.